Hello guys and welcome back to a quick review, and today we have a review of a lovely Hornby Railroad Holden 101 by the GWR. This is a traditional 040 that you get in starter sets, and I really wanted one of these. For some unknown reason, I don't know why. It's mainly because I just wanted one that was actually like in a GWR livery, because why not? And basically, it just makes sense to have one for some reason for me in my collection. I don't know, but anyway, my good friend bought this for me, which was awesome, and we're just going to do a dead quick review of it because it isn't the most sophisticated loco in the world, so it shouldn't take us very long. Then we'll do a quick running session with it, just to see it run around the layout, and yeah, let's get to it. So we're going to start with the detail. Or lack thereof, but this is a super basic by design locomotive, which is fair enough. It is not that accurate towards the real prototype, but I just love the GWR livery on it, so that's why I've got one. And yeah, it's not got any sprung buffers or anything like that, or that sophisticated detail, so it won't take us long to go through this. But you do have some separately fitted buffers at the front, which are they are plastic, but I think they're separately fitted. They do have a gap between them, so possibly. You have the chimney picked out in the copper at the top, which is really nice, and then you've got all the handrails, which are moulded, but they're picked out in the gold to separate, obviously, the look from the green paint job. And then you've got 107, which is the running number of this particular example, printed on the side, which is nicely painted. The GWR lettering also done nicely with the black background as well, which looks really good. Handrails on the cab there, and they're picked out in the gold, which is very nice indeed. And then you've got a little bit of underframe detail as well. You can see between the 040 chassis, which is the traditional 040 chassis that shares between this and the sort of pug, the LMS one. So yeah, no glazing or anything, but you do have some riveted detail across the cab roof, which is nice, and into the cab itself there is some detail in there, just not painted. And realistically, that's all there really is. It's just loads of mouldy detail. It's not heavy loco or anything, but it does the job. It's a nice locomotive, and we'll now get to see it run around the layout for a bit. Let's get to it. So there it is on the track, and I've got some lovely four-wheel coaches coupled up to it. So I will quickly just show you the slow speed, if there is any. Anyway, these are traditionally quite fast locomotives. Well, that's not so bad actually. I don't know if it's died on me. No! There we go. Yeah, they don't like points either. Yeah, they're not the slowest locos in the world. Right, we'll quickly get to running it around the layout. There we go, and there it is, running very nicely. I mean, it does look lovely looking coaches there. Yeah, it's mainly just a loco that I wanted, just why not? I mean, it's not a large locomotive, but my good friend decided that he would buy it for me, which is Kai. If you don't know, his channel is on. He brought some locos last time to visit, and his channel is on YouTube as well. I'll put a link in the description if I remember to. If not, it will be somewhere on the channel anyway. So I will try and remember to do that. But yeah, he's a great friend of mine, and decided to purchase this for me. And mainly because I was talking about it and just saying, oh, I'd quite like one at some point in the future. And I just said, oh no, I'll buy one as a gift. So very nice of him to do that. So yeah, so I've now got one of these, which is quite cool. But it's sort of mainly just to have one. I probably won't use it that much, but it's just nice to have. Like, I got rid of loads of 040s and stuff, and I don't have very many anymore. But it's just nice to actually have one that's actually in a semi-realistic sort of livery. GWR, it's the GWR design. So, like, obviously I'll have Smoky Joe, which is a realistic locomotive. So that's sort of what it matches with. And I do have my Caledonian one as well, which is my first ever loco, which I'll never get rid of. I've got the Santa Express and the Centenary one because, for obvious reasons. But they genuinely never get used. So they're not very large locos, don't take up much room, so it's just mainly as a collection thing. This is the GWR designed 040 that I will be using of the three. This, the Centenary, and the Santa Express of the Holden 101 design. So this is the one I'd use. So therefore, because I wanted one to use on occasion, I wanted a GWR green one. But not that it will get used all the time, but it's just nice to actually run it. I mean, it's just, I do enjoy watching these little 040s run around, especially with a nice train, and they're very good runners. So I mean, they're basic, but they do the job, and they're not very expensive. So if you want a nice little starter locomotive, these are great things to get hold of. And as you can see, it looks really decent with those coaches, so runs very well as well. Which traditionally they do, they run forever, they can pull quite a bit, especially the LMS design ones, because they've got die-cast chassis, running plates. These are a little bit lighter, so they don't do as well with the performance in terms of the pulling powers, but they're pretty decent still. Yeah, very, very nice indeed. So there will be lots more reviews coming very soon. There have been quite a lot of local editions in the last, last couple of weeks in a short period of time. So there will be some coming very soon. Some more after this one. Some older stuff as well, which I bought and didn't expect to, but they're glorious. So you'll see those very soon. Yeah, this looks lovely, and it actually looks really good with those coaches as well. I normally run them with the bigger ones, which are there, but thought I'd give it a bit of a change and put the four-wheel coaches on, which are very, very nice. So we'll stop the GWR Holden 101, which was, I believe, an experimental oil burning type of locomotive or something, and it was never really successful or whatever. Anyway, we'll stop it there, and yeah, so that is the lovely little railroad loco, and even though it is a very, very small, basic starter locomotive, I still wanted one. And I still wanted to review it, because it makes sense to, for people who want good starter locos and potentially watch these videos and go, oh, I don't want a £200 loco. The next two reviews feature two locos, which actually cost peanuts as well. So there will be 3 reviews on the trot, including this one, with more affordable locomotives, because I want to try and appeal to that sort of audience as well. In a couple of these videos, because a lot of the locomotives are ridiculously expensive. But anyway, that is the Holden, and let me know what you think. Comment down below, and I'll see you very soon for some more videos. Goodbye.